So one of the things, guys, that I want to walk you guys through tonight is that there's going to be three different things I'm going to talk about. I think the biggest thing inside of our business is really getting clarity on ourselves. And this was one of those things that was tough for me. I did not do well with, I thought I was, doing a good job with being me. I thought I was doing, pretty good with being authentic. But, there was just some areas that I just had a hard time working through. I had a hard time when it came to social media. I had a hard time getting people to sit up and pay attention to me. I had a hard time getting eyeballs on what I was doing. And, these kind of like exercises that we're going to walk through, that I'm going to walk through with you guys tonight, really impacted me in a big, big, big way. And it is how I live my life, how I breathe every single day is based off of these things. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to pour into these guys tonight. I'm going to, show them like, how did Sarah Zolecki have that transformation? How did she go from, just kind of getting started to, being able to build an influence, right? Or have people pay attention to her and say, hey, I want to buy your product. I want to join your business. Like, how did she do that? And so I'm going to walk you guys through it. So I hope you guys are ready. I'm fired up. I know most of you guys were probably on Eric Worre's Zoom last week with us. And I also made a decision that I thought I was the rabbit, but I was kind of fooling myself. I wasn't the rabbit. I was actually being the turtle. And I said, you know what? I don't want to be the turtle anymore. I'm like, I want to be the rabbit. And so one of those things is really just doing a much, much better job of just pouring into you guys. So if you're ready, we're going to get things rolling. So let's talk about who are you, okay? So the first thing that I think is important, guys, is that, when I started, building on social media, when I started building an online business with Modair, when it came to posting, when it came to doing things on social media, I knew that I needed to do lives. I knew that, I needed to do posts. I knew that I needed to do all of that. But I will tell you, there's times that I would look at my phone and I'd be like, I don't know what I need to post right now. And it was like scary to me. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do a good post. I don't really know, what works and what doesn't. I knew about curiosity posts. Like I knew about all of that, but still when it came down to it, I still froze up so many times. And there was times that I would post things and I just was like, it took me forever to post. And I was just like, man, I got to figure out how to do this. And I struggled. I mean, I can't even think of a better word for it. I just struggled when it came to social media stuff. And so one thing I just decided, I said, you know what? I am just going to I got to figure out like, who does, Sarah Zolecki want to be known as? Like, who do I want to be known as? Who do I aspire to be? Who am I known for already? And I need to kind of figure that piece out first. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, you got to slow down in this business before you can speed up. You can learn all these things. You can learn referral posts. You can learn lives. You can learn the structure of how to do a live. You can learn all the stuff we teach, right? But none of that matters if you haven't figured out you yet. If you haven't figured out you, like if you can go out there and try to like be the connector, but if you are not connected with the most important person, which is yourself first, none of it's going to work. Like all of it's going to fall flat. We're not going to get a sale. We're not going to get people to join our business if we are not connected with us. Okay. So first exercise that I want you guys to do tonight that I did, and I still go back and I double check myself all the time, is who do I want to be known for? Right? Who am I known for already? And who do I aspire to be? So how do I actually figure that out? I sat down with a piece of paper, guys. So on the first part of that PDF, I gave you a whole list of stuff, okay? A whole list of things that I want you guys to sit down and we're going to talk about this, okay? So when I sat down and I said, I'm going to put a list together, what are the things that I strive for or I feel that people say that I am, okay? What are those things? And matter of fact, guys, this is my first list. This is my little notebook. Like when I was going through that rough time, this is what I did. I sat down with a pen and paper and I go, I got to get clear on me. Like, I got to get clear in me. Otherwise, the rest of this stuff, I'm going to be on the struggle bus with it forever, like forever. And I'm going to have a challenge with getting people to join my business or buy my product, period. Right. So I sat down, I said, what is Sarah Zolecki, or who do I strive to be? So I wrote down, like, I want to be a lighthouse. I am hopeful. I am fun. I love travel. I love my family. I'm a mom. I love God. I'm an encourager. I want to be a connector. I want people to know that, like, family and relationships are important to me. I want people to know that I build an online business. I want people to know that I'm always working on me, right? I want people to know that I love design and I love humor, right? A lot of you guys, as you're looking at these things, you know that these are the things that I strive for because you see my social media today, right? You see my social media today. So these things for me, once I sat down and I kind of just went, okay, Sarah, like, if these are the things that you want to be known for, these are the things that you need to post. Because if you don't build your social media based off of these things, you're never going to be, like, fully aligned. Okay. Here's how you know that. I tell people it's about creating a compelling story, right? On social media. This is how you know you created a good story, right? Meaning, like, the story of you, like the true story, like not like a fairy tale, but like I'm talking like the story of you. Is that when you have a conversation with someone in Messenger, maybe you get on a offline and get on a Zoom with them, and maybe you get to know them. When they tell you this, you are exactly what I thought you would be. You are exactly what you do with your Facebook posts. You're exactly how you are in your lives. That's how you know that you are fully connected with you, right? Again, we talked about, until you get connected with you, none of the rest is going to matter, right? So when you have people that say, hey, you're exactly the same, to me, that's when I go, you did a good job, Sarah. Like, you're staying connected, right, at the source of just everything that you do every single day in your life, okay? Another thing that I did is another thing that Tony and I, we practice all the time, is identifying your anchors, okay? If you think of like an anchor, what do you think of? Like, what does an anchor do, right, to a boat? It's steady, it's the strength, right? So figuring out what are the anchors in your life, right? There's definitely anchors that we all have that are kind of like the stronghold, the strengths of us, right? That make up us as a whole. And once we can help you guys identify those things kind of act as your guide when it comes to social media, when it comes to, everything that we do, right? So if you guys are going on your worksheet, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is on the second part of the worksheet is on here, I give you a space where I want you to write kind of just 25 to 50 things that are important to you. All kinds of different things, right? Literally, you're going to be kind of just doing a brain dump. And on that brain dump, you're going to be writing all kinds of different things, right? I don't want you to sit around and think about it too long. I want to be like, what are the words that are just coming to your mind right now, right? What are those things that are coming to the surface that are important to you, right? So writing them down, figuring out, hey, what are those things that I feel are really, really important to me, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to do with this exercise. The second thing, guys, that I want you to do is once you go through that, and again, you don't need to do that right now, okay? But like, I'm kind of just giving you guys kind of the overall thing of it, is I took my time, right? I didn't take too much time because I don't think about it too much, but I took time to write those all out. And then I went through all of them and I found my top 5, okay? Like my top 5, what would be the top 5 that were the most important to me, okay? And from those top 5, I circled them, right? I circled those top 5. But then from there, I actually took those 5 and I ranked them the most important to not the most important, right? I know they're all important, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, what's the most important one all the way through, okay? Now, guys, this is what's so awesome. These anchors for Tony and I, once we knew what our anchors were, what was so amazing is that so much stuff on social media was effortless for us. we were like finally like in the flow of us, and we use these as a guide in everything that we did. So for example, so on that worksheet, you've got like the 5 anchors, right? So my first anchor for me is God. My second anchor is family. My third, well, actually, yeah, I would say that would be that God, like family, my husband, then my business, right? But then I know for me too, like my anchor for me is network marketing, right? It is for sure network marketing, meaning like teaching inside network marketing, building inside network marketing, right? Creating leaders, building a team, like that is a definite anchor inside of my life. And then number 5, I feel for me is a professional encourager. Like that's just my role. That's what I do. I breathe life into people. Like that's just like my thing, right? So my 5 anchors are solid. It's like the strength of just like who is Sarah Zolecki? Like how does she live her life? And so from those anchors, just everything that I did from here on out, my posts, my Facebook lives, my Instagram lives, my images, my graphics, my reshares, my quotes, my stories, my everything that I do on social media is tied into my 5 anchors. Everything that I do inside of this slide that you're looking at is tied into off my list. Who I aspire to be, who I want to be known for, who I feel that I'm known for. And guess what happened, guys? It made my life so much easier. Like I quit freaking out about doing the perfect post, doing the perfect referral post, figuring out, is someone going to like my stuff? Is someone going to love my stuff? Am I going to do something that's going to attract the right people? Once I just fully connected with me, and everything that I did became intentional, like fully intentional with me. I walked my path. And what it did is it helped me keep my blinders on, right? Some of you guys have heard me talk about guardrails. Like I have guardrails in my life. And guess what happens is that my anchors, I know what my 5 anchors are. They're my guardrails, guys, on social media. Like they do not allow me to go off one way or another way, or pull a post from somebody else that's not part of my 5 anchors. I don't do a reshare of someone if it's not on my list. If it's not there, I do not use that, right? Even if I might think it's funny or it's great or whatever, I want to always be totally, fully authentic and intentional with that. And what I found is that these 5 anchors were incredible guardrails for me in social media. Okay. So hope you guys are getting some good stuff here. So let's talk. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that really, I've never really seen anyone talk about in network marketing. And I want to talk to you guys about it because I feel it's super important. So we all know, guys, inside of Modere has an incredible mission statement. Okay. I love it. But I will tell you what's interesting with it is I think it's incredible, but I never really had a ton of emotion tied to it. And I could never figure that out. And you know why? Because it wasn't my personal mission statement. We all love Modere. We love the mission behind it. But what is very important is crafting your own personal mission statement. But also too, for those of you that have kids, for those of you that have a family, I want you to take this template that we're going to walk through. And I want you to not only learn how to craft a personal mission statement for you, but craft a family mission statement as well. It's super important. It's really cool to get your kids involved in this. Okay. So let's I want to walk you guys through all about crafting a mission statement. Okay. So first of all, what actually is a mission statement? So I'm just going to read this so you guys can hear what it is. Okay. For those of you that maybe can't see the full screen. So a personal mission statement defines who you are as a person, right? It identifies your purpose, whether that's in the office or simply in life, right? It explains how you aim to pursue that purpose and why it matters so much to you, okay? So let's talk about what actually makes a great, it says here good, but I think what makes a great mission statement. The coolest thing, it's 3 simple things in a mission statement. Okay, number 1, it's your skills and ability, meaning what do you like to do? Number 2, it's your personality traits. Okay, how would you operate? Number 3, it's your values, your dreams, and your passion, meaning why do you want to excel? Why do you want to win here at Modere, right? and crafting those three things. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about, I actually read in here, if you guys see on the worksheet, some of you guys might not see it, but I said, think about your life principles and goals. Why did you set these goals? How do these goals make you a better person, right? The mission statement that you write should answer these questions in 50 words or less. So you want to try to get to the heart, right, of who you are. And it talks about too, don't worry if your mission statement doesn't mirror somebody else's. Your mission statement is not going to be my mission statement. It's not going to be Tony's mission statement. It's not going to be Doreen's or Lisa's or Don. It's going to be your mission statement, guys. Okay. So here's the thing. The reason that a personal mission statement is so important to you as an entrepreneur, because it helps us focus on how to meet your long-term goals. Okay. So we all know we've got these goals. We know the things that we want to do. If I go through my mission statement every day, and if what I'm doing is not part of like my mission statement, again, it's really like I talked about a minute ago, the mission statement is a guardrail for me. It's a guardrail. It helps me get back on the path. And guess what? Tony and Sarah Zolecki, we are definitely imperfect. We fall off all the time. But guess what? We get back up. We go to our 5 anchors. We look at our personal mission statement. We look at our family mission statement, and it gets us back on the path of our long-term goals. Okay, so crafting a personal mission statement is crazy, crazy important, guys, when you're out there building your business. So I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of this. Okay, so let me find here. I only can see my face on here, so let me move this over. All right, so a personal mission statement. Again, this is in the PDF. You guys will be able to go back and download it. But a personal mission statement, guys, is really, well, number one, it's really cool. It's really fun to do. So in here, you'll see up on the top left, maybe some of like your favorite quotes, your scriptures, maybe inspiration. Underneath, it might be like specific priorities in your life. On the far right, you'll see like maybe you want to put down some bullet points of your story. Right? Underneath that, I've got listed your 5 questions, right? Who am I? What do I want to do? Who do I want to help? How will I help them? How will it benefit the world? Right? And so you kind of take all of these things, and then you actually really simply, you're just going to put the mission statement right at the bottom, right? The bottom of that. So if you guys see like in this exam on this worksheet, some of you guys might have not had a chance to download it yet, but I'm going to read you guys just a couple of very, very simple mission statements from some pretty famous people that you might know. So number 1, Oprah Winfrey. This is her mission statement, guys. It's simple. To be a teacher and to be known for inspiring my students to be more than they thought they could be. Here's another one, Habitat for Humanity. Seeking to put God's love into action, Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope, right? So there's, so I love the mission statement, right? I think the mission statement is so powerful because what's going to happen, guys, is that your mission statement is going to become your compass. It's going to become like your north, right? It's going to become like that star that you're like, everything that you do inside of Modere, you're going to go back and you're going to go, what's my mission statement? Like, how I'm feeling right now is a part of my mission statement. How I'm feeling right now, I need to go back and I need to review these things. How I'm feeling right now is a part of my 5 anchors. And these 3 exercises, once Tony and I, we implemented it, guys, it is crazy, crazy what happened, because all of a sudden I went from feeling uncomfortable on social media, not knowing what to post, feeling like I wasn't always coming from a place of authenticity, feeling like I wasn't in the flow, feeling like I wasn't fully connecting with people. It changed. It changed for me because now I finally felt like I was coming from a place where I was fully whole. Like I was whole in everything that I did. So that's why a lot of times people go, well, gosh, Sarah, the reason that, you can recruit like the people that you can recruit is you've been in the deal long. No, the reason that I can recruit how I recruit is because I come from a place that I know my anchors and I know my mission statement and I know how I work every single day. I do the same thing that you guys do every day. I'm talking to people every day, but you know what? they might not know, like, they don't know what my 5 anchors are. They might not know what my personal mission statement is. They might not know, like, the reason I post what I post is because of this, but they know that I'm authentically showing up and I'm very, very clear on me. And they go, I like her. I trust her because I'm just showing up as I don't know how else to show up anymore. So I want you guys all to get to that place, because what will happen, guys, is you're going to have more people that are going to sit up and pay attention and go, I want to buy that collagen. I want to try that lean body. I want to join your business. I don't know what you do, but I want to do it. Like, I want, like, what do you do, right? When you can do those things that I talk about today, guys, I promise you, you're going to have more leads than you're going to know what to do with. But the days of comparing yourself with somebody else, trying to emanate and be somebody else, the days of trying to, I don't know, right? Like, you don't need to try anything anymore. Like, the being exhausted of trying, like, you can let all that go tonight, okay? Like, I'm giving you permission to, like, drop all that, drop all the baggage, go through this stuff, and just show up big as you every day. And I promise you, people are going to sit up and pay attention. So, guys, here's the thing that's happening. You guys all know, most of you guys know, it's a big, big week with all of us together. We've got an epic week, wrapping the month up. So many of you guys are super, super close to hit and rank. I want to encourage you to, make that extra push, make those extra calls, do what you need to do to hit those ranks, but also go through your team, find out, hey, who's close, who needs help. Make sure you're connecting with your upline or your sponsor so they can just love all over you and just help guide you and get you to that next rank, right? We definitely want to make a big push for that. And then also too, for those of you that are still, I know you guys are maybe still kind of trying to figure out. I've had some people ask me about, like, the big virtual Zoom that we're all going to be doing together, the private Zoom with Eric Worre. We still have a few tickets left for that. So I actually just threw that in the chat so you guys can grab those links and kind of pass those out, as we've got a lot of cool stuff we're going to be doing together in December with all of that as well. So, guys, here's the thing. Let's pour it on this week. It is your guys' turn to shine big. Do me a favor, okay? For those of you that really took the Zoom serious, send me a message. I want to know what your 5 core anchors are. Send me a message with your personal, mission statement, maybe even your family mission statement. Like, I want to see what those are, so I can love on you guys, because those exercises changed my life, and not just Modair, but changed me, how I showed up into the world every single day. So I love you guys. Let's rock it out. I appreciate you all, and let's make it a fantastic week together. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.